Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Engineer Wannabe YouTube channel. My name is Sanjay. This is my better half, Jenna. And we're going to be just hanging out and chatting as usual. So, welcome. It is New Year's Eve, so I'm sure most people are not going to be here. But yeah, hopefully, we'll have a good night. And I have some questions loaded up, graciously sent to us by friends in the community. And hopefully audio is all good. So let me know if you guys hear any issues or anything like that. But saying hi to a couple of people here. Also, quick disclaimer: there may be children who come in, and I see one right now. So yeah, we'll work around it. I am drinking a root beer. I mean a Dr. Pepper float. She thinks all this is really weird. So yeah. Anyway, let's say hi to everyone in the chat, or the few of you in the chat. Bill K, good to see you. Happy New Year to you as well. Kevin Hawthorne is here. How's it going, sir? Hope you're doing well. And hey, James Duffy's here as well. Brian Show Don't Tell is here. Does wifey approve of your spending habits? We'll get back to that one. Tora, and Happy New Year to you. Hope everyone is doing well and on your end. Undertuned Watch Collector, Happy New Year's Eve. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Hey, Justin, strapped in for the new year. Kevin, thanks for letting us know. All is good, I'm guessing. Oh, Sanjay, don't get too crazy. Okay, Happy New Year, Wilson. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so getting back to Brian's show don't tell. Does wifey approve of spending habits?
Yeah, I guess so.
She tends to trust me.
Yeah,
So
I'd say so.
yeah. It's a lot of responsibility being entirely trusted. So I don't take that lightly. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, she does approve. Maybe not approve. No, maybe not approve. She's indifferent to my spending habits. Okay, let's load up one of these questions. We have our oldest daughter here. Hi, Naomi. Say hi. Okay, so okay, so Jenna,
Yes.
what do you think of my obsession with Grand Seiko? This is a question from our friend Wolfgang. Any thoughts about Grand Seiko?
I don't have many opinions. A watch is a watch.
Watch is a watch. No opinions. Same as a $10 Walmart watch, right? Okay, actually, are you wearing a watch?
I am wearing a watch.
She is wearing a watch. Guys on the chat, let us know what you're wearing. Jenna is wearing a Casio, her tried and faithful. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's a rose gold. You can just hold your wrist up. But
can you see that?
Rose gold, not a G-Shock, not a G-Shock, but yeah, one of those vintage collections. I got a new watch.
Yeah,
I got a new watch today. We can talk about that too. But I've got yeah. Anyway, what do you think that I say about Grand Seiko?
You say about that? I don't know.
I talk incessantly about Grand Seiko, and I think her eyes usually glaze over, and it goes into the yes dear category. But Okay, let me show you a cool Grand Seiko. I'm gonna share my screen so everyone can follow along here. Bear with us, everyone. Okay, share screen. Add to stream. Okay, guys in the chat, I'm sure you're aware of this model. Is the SBGW 264. It is rose gold. Limited edition, I think 200 pieces. Really beautiful pattern on the dial. Pardon that hair.
Do you like it?
Do you like that
You
one?
like the new one?
So, how much do you think it costs?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably
Grand Seiko?
Grand Seiko.
I should have an idea.
You should have an idea.
I don't know, 8,000.
Okay, $8,000. Guys in the chat, any guesses? I'm sure most of you know. So 8,000 Canadian or US?
Canadian.
Canadian. It's actually 32,000 Canadian dollars. Wait. Can we get an instant replay on that reaction?
That's ridiculous.
32,000 Canadian dollars. Same movement as many watches I've owned. So yeah, I actually bargained for this watch today. So I was trying to get this watch.
Oh my God.
Let's dance in here.
No.
Ugliest watch I've owned. Okay, well that's a good one. We'll get back to that one, Dan. So I was bargaining for this watch, and watch is on the table. So went to the AD today. Watch is on the table was the SBGY 003. Let me share another. Wait, can you guys see this? Okay. Go into Instagram. Okay. So SBGY 003 was on the table. This guy. It's not loading. This guy. Do you recognize this watch?
Yeah. Car.
Okay. What watch is this? Like in my collection.
Is that your favorite one?
That is my favorite one. Yeah. Can you guys hear Jenna in the chat? Is that okay? Yeah. Hopefully you can still catch her. But so this was on the table. Longines Spirit 37. This guy. Yeah. No. Don't recognize that one. Okay. And thirdly is this guy.
Oh yeah.
So these three watches were on the table.
Red one.
I was driving a hard bargain, but didn't quite happen. So I didn't come home with this beautiful watch, unfortunately. But I did try it on.
For candy.
Mm-hmm. That's it on my wrist. Rose gold buckle as well. Yeah. only the best. I don't know why it's $32,000, but didn't quite work out. So, and in the end, I did get a watch. The watch that's on my wrist is the Tudor Black Bay 58925.
I can't see that.
925 silver. Not the one I really wanted. I mean, I really want the Pelagos 39, which is titanium, but oh well. Yeah, 925. It's still precious metal, so it still counts as a precious metal watch. So on this arbitrary terminal point in time, as our friend Colin is notorious for not enjoying New Year's and all the New Year's resolution. Yeah, I got a precious metal cheap watch. Not cheap. I shouldn't say that. And the watch that did get axed was the SBG W2 is 287. It just okay. So bear with me. SPGW 287 is this guy.
Okay.
Okay, where'd it go? Instagram. Okay, this is the SPGW 287, and when I got this Longines Legend Diver, it competed hard with that SPGW 287, and the Longines wins. So it's more brown than burgundy, but it's still the watch that really took over for the SPGW 287. And though I really like the SPGW 287, Longines is so much more interesting of a watch. So I kind of had to go with that one. And went with the Black Bay 58925 and hoping to get the Pelagos next month or within the next few months. So going back to the chat here. Hey Dennis, good to see you. Happy New Year to you as well. Jenno, Justin's asking, what's your favorite watch?
My favorite watch of yours or out of all of them?
Not specified.
My Casio.
Her Casio is her favorite watch. That's $50 for anyone keeping track. Family wrist check. Brian is wearing the Norcane Adventure Neverest limited edition gray with the rose gold bezel. Cool. Congrats, Brian. I think I've seen a comment where you mentioned that. No opinions, spring drive, Zaratsu polishing, and spring bars. Spring bars. Do you know what a spring bar is?
Those little things that always drop.
Those little things that always drop. That is it. She's helped me find.
I know what those are.
She's helped me find a few spring bars.
Yep.
Probably kind of get a bit closer. There. Okay. Justin mentioning the gold stunner there on that SVGW 264. Hey, just a watch guy. Pleased to meet you. Hope you're doing well. Justin saying 40K Canadian on that gold watch. I struck gold. Unfortunately not. That's kind of what I was hoping for, like a significant discount, close to like 40 to 50%, but didn't quite work out. Hey Sam, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Keith, good to see you as well. Happy New Year. Hope you have a good evening. Good celebration. Hey Kara Joey, Happy New Year to you as well. BJ, how's it going? Miguel, Happy New Year to you. Okay, hey JJ, Happy New Year to you as well. Dennis says he broke down and got his first grain Seiko. All because Sanjay's influencing. My apologies. SLGH009, that's a really good one to get. Great choice.
Hi.
That's look at that. Where's all your shyness, Naomi? Huh? All gone?
There's people watching you. Did you know that?
There you go. It's kicking in now.
Yeah. We can't
Is it
see
just
them,
us?
but they can see us.
They can hear you too.
Why?
It's a show that Daddy does on Saturday
They
nights.
can hear you and this.
Yeah. Scott, good to see you, sir. He's saying that I should have gotten it, the SPGW 264, and it is solid gold. The problem is the price delta is so high. It's so high. But yeah, maybe one day.
Careful, I don't want to go.
One day. Maybe when they get tired of keeping it. They give it to me at 50 off or something. Colin, good to see you. Thank you so much. Colin has some questions for us too. So, solid gold. Grand Seiko are many multiples of stainless steel versions. Yep, it's true. This is wait, I thought they were all precious metals versus precious price wise. I guess, is that what precious means? Their watches aren't quite precious. You know, you're Justin. You are precious. You are precious. Watches, yeah, you know. I mean, they're cool and all that, but okay. Eat some sulfur. Oh man. Brian says, eat some sulfur, go handle Daddy's silver watch. Yeah. But we'll see what happens with the patina. Hey, Caliber YQG, Walter, Happy New Year to you as well. Bruno, Happy New Year to you. Scott's asking, what watches are you going to buy your kids? I don't know. They'll have to pick. Yeah, well, I'll probably get them to pick a couple of watches, see what they like. Sam is asking, what would you go for? King Seiko SJE083 or Grand Seiko SPGW231? I would go Grand Seiko SPGW231. It is one of the best value watches in the Grand Seiko catalog. So yeah, and they haven't changed the price in years on that. So okay, Brian asking, you were precious, great price was paid. Does that make you evangelical Christian Baptist Fellowship? We go to a Baptist church. I don't quite like labels, but yeah, we go to a Baptist church. Yeah, evangelical. There's a lot of baggage with that phrase, right? There's so much stuff that people labeled evangelicals do, but I don't know. I don't know a lot. Like I actually live under a rock, so I just know that people do bad things and they're called evangelicals, but then everyone does bad things. So I don't know. Yeah, we're Christians. That's that's it. So yeah, New Year's plans for us normally is we'd be at our church playing board games, because that's kind of a tradition we have. We play board games on December 31st. Try to stay up until midnight. Generally hasn't worked out since we've had kids. I've made it. I made it once or twice, but yeah, we haven't made it into midnight in a long time. But yeah, those plans fell through. We weren't having board games night. So yeah. Oh, the kids actually already have Flick Flacks. So the oldest, my oldest son and my oldest daughter, they have Flick Flacks that were gifted to them. One's a poodle, one's a hockey themed one. Red, white, and blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, Canadian Watch Monkey, good to see you. Happy New Year to you as well. Oh, Settlers of Catan, of course. Carcassonne, yes. I mean, in our room, you kind of see it in the background, right? You see, or maybe you used to see it. It's not there anymore. But yeah, Settlers of Catan is a big one. We play a lot of Crokinole. We have like a Crokinole tournament. I don't know if you know what Crokinole is, but Carcassonne is one of them. Is there anything else? Catan, Crokinole. Yeah, that's about it. Catan takes a while, especially when you have the expansions on there. So yeah.
I can't wait to listen to it.
All right. Let me get another question here. This one is from Bobby Legs.
Okay.
He's asking if you know how tall I am.
How tall you are?
Mm-hmm.
Like 6'1".
Yes, I am 6'1". I think that's a joke from when Colin and I got together at our AD, and he filmed me walking in with the watch like I was trading it,
Okay.
and everyone was shocked at how tall I was. So I'm not tall. I'm like above average, I guess. And I guess I looked really lanky and strange, bumbling in through the door with a watch, like my walk of shame, trading in a watch. So I think that's where Bobby likes this
Okay.
question came from. And Colin, speaking of Colin, was asking if you will ever let me go see a movie.
I don't have control over your life.
Yeah. I was actually thinking of taking the kids to go see the Super Mario Bros. Movie. There's a movie coming up in a couple of months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think it's March. I don't know. We haven't talked about that. But it might be fun to take them out to the theater, at least the older ones. Yes, again, a lot of baggage. A lot of baggage going to the theater. There's so many ads and
Yeah.
inappropriate stuff and people cursing. It's hard. It's hard. Best video ever, says Colin, of me trading in those watches. I don't know if I have a copy of that, but board games, Scott. Board game. Yeah. Sam is asking, what's your favorite Grand Seiko AD in Ontario? It's Bandiera. Bandiera Jewelers is where I usually go in Toronto. Okay. So another question from Wolfgang. I'll rephrase the question here. The question is, did she consider sending you to the loony bin during your pen phase? So my fountain pen phase. What did you think of the fountain pens?
You have so many little hobbies. I don't even think about it. Just another new thing you're into.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
So watches has been the thing that's persisted though.
Yeah, definitely.
Before the longest persisting thing was tech and cell phones and consumer electronics, which morphed into like wrist computers and smartwatches.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got into Leathermans
Oh yeah.
and multi-tools.
Yep.
And then what happened? Yeah, then it was wristwatches, and it kind of stuck there until I got into fountain pens, which didn't end wristwatches, but then fountain pens kind of petered out. Like,
Yeah.
I think I got what I could get out of fountain pens, and I still use fountain pens like all the time, and I enjoy inking a pen up. And Wolfie, I don't think you expected me to turn this into a fountain pen talk, but inking a pen up and actually writing with fountain pen ink, which is so much nicer than gel ballpoint stuff. But yeah, I got what I could get out of fountain pens, and then moved on. But a good question was from Clayton. Clayton from the Watchdog podcast, which is actually back. So, guys, Clayton did an episode on the Watchdog podcast. You should totally go listen to it. He asked if you have a hobby that you're into as much as I am into watches.
No.
No.
I don't really get into things like that.
Yeah. Nope, she doesn't. She's perfect.
No.
No, she actually is.
Yeah.
Or I'm not joking.
Far from it.
Yeah. So yeah, like I tell people all the time that I don't play the lottery, but I already won the lottery when I met her.
Okay.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Well, second best thing, but yeah. You had to go get me.
I don't know.
She said something. Let's see. Canadian Watch Monkey saying my last purchase of the year is on its way. I picked up a Black Bay 58 Blue. Hey, I just got a Black Bay 58 too. It is 925, the silver. Let's see. Brian Showed and Tells saying, "What's your editing software? Do you have advice for placing titles on video?" I use LumaFusion I used to use it on the iPad Pro. Yeah. So I used to use LumaFusion on the iPad Pro, and I moved on to using it on the M1 MacBook Air, which is this thing here. So highly recommend LumaFusion. It's kind of basic, but I don't really have time to do all the fancy stuff. So yeah. And it's super intuitive. So if you're using LumaFusion, you can easily put titles wherever you want. It's got a wide variety of fonts and stuff like that. So he's also saying, "Want to step up my game, getting some proper tools for making videos for the new year." You're probably way ahead of me, Brian. So. Wilson is saying Colin wants to know what your New Year's resolutions are. Colin saying I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that, Wilson. So Colin's kind of like us. We don't do New Year's stuff. We don't really celebrate anything. We celebrate birthdays, anniversaries. Yeah. So yeah, we've been married for almost 8 years now. Coming up soon. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's about all that we celebrate. And yeah, New Year's is really like there's nothing wrong with celebrating it, but it's been a bit strange. It's kind of strange. But what are your New Year's resolutions, Jenna?
I don't have any.
Nope. Don't have any. I don't have any either. Yeah. You know, as Colin would say, if you have a resolution, start now.
That's what I would say, yeah.
Okay. So Wolfie had another question here. Let's see. That's not really a question. It's more of a statement. Do you know the Railmaster story? You probably don't, right?
I don't think so.
So he says, does she know that a minor fender bender can lead to the utmost irrational behavior of selling watches? Urge to sell watches. But yeah, I've only been in one accident. That's with our neighbor, our dearest neighbor, who backed into us. Yeah. And I proceeded to sell. Like that day, because that day I went to Bandera and I sold my favorite watch at the time. And not really my favorite watch because it was still the SPGY 003, the one we saw just now. And yeah. I sold it at not a horrible loss, but I just sold it because I wanted it out. And I was in really bad mood because of the fender bender. It was kind of like I had put my anger onto the watch. And I just wanted that watch gone. And moments before the accident, I loved that watch. And it didn't anymore. So I still don't regret it. I still don't regret this not actually demolishing the watch, but, you know, putting all my wrath into the watch. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. And the King Seiko, that beautiful King Seiko, beautiful vintage King Seiko that we picked up together.
Yeah, I remember that.
I went to Dairy Queen, met with a friend, picked up an immaculate King Seiko. Now that I regret. I just gave that away that day. It's just part of the deal. Yeah. Oh man, that was sad. Anyway. Steel Steez says, "Congrats on 8 years." Thank you, sir. You were too kind. How many watch deals this year? I think including this one is 15. It's not too many for a watch enthusiast. Torrent. I got to see Torrent's State of the Collection. He just put out a State of the Collection. So, oh, that was last week. He did that last week. I still have to watch that. It's been a busy week. It's end of year. End of year. The car dealership is not calm and peaceful. So, Canadian Watch Monkey saying New Year's resolution is more prayer. Well, there you go. That's good. And to shrink his watch collection. That's good too. So thinking a little bit about the SB2Y003, my favorite watch again. So this is kind of to prepare to kind of like move on to that green dialed watch. Let's go. Okay, so this is my favorite watch, right? So to prepare, like, I kind of have to prepare myself to release it, right? and now that I've prepared myself to release it, I thought I'd be able to make that gold watch work. So now I feel like weird, kind of like it's not my watch anymore. And I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I don't know, guys in the chat. Like, I feel like I've released it. So does that mean I should sell it? It would be nice to sell, right? Because despite the whole economic turmoil, it's still selling really high, quite a bit higher than I thought. I thought by now it might have been like down to like 11K or something. Would you care to guess how much it's worth?
I have no idea. It's way off on the other one.
Yeah. I think in good condition it would be like in pristine condition, I think it would be like 17,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
So yeah, see, not even a flinch. Look at that. I think we worked on it. But yeah, I think my one's probably worth like 14,000 Canadian, 15 maybe, because it's been used for 3 years. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'll work myself back into owning it again. Scott's saying you should sell it, but don't spend the money too quick. Buy something truly special. That's good advice. Yeah, something. Maybe someone. I think Scott, you mentioned waiting until Watches and Wonders. Maybe it was Brian, but wait and see what comes out. Brian also mentioning gold watches are kind of niche. If you wanted to sell it, could be difficult. Yeah, it would be absolutely difficult, especially because it's like 30 grand. So it was definitely not stream frozen. Definitely not wise if I got that watch. Is the stream frozen, guys? My connection seems okay. Let me double check here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nope, everything's good. Okay. Another question here. Now that you've been on my YouTube channel, Colin again, are you worried that you're going to get traded in?
No worries about that.
No worries. Yeah, there you go. That was a good one, Colin. The story is when I review a watch, it's the review of death.
Oh yeah.
So when I review something, it generally gets traded in. So yeah, she's not going to get traded in. Let's see. Kara Joey's asking how I like the 925 strap. It's really nice. So I did an unboxing that should go live after the stream. But the strap on this is, I think, calfskin on the top and rubberized on the underside. I am no no problems with it other than the fact that it's too large. So it's a little loose on the last hole. So I'll probably put it on a different strap, harvest the buckle, the silver buckle, put it on one of my mini deluxe straps, or a couple other 20 millimeter Hirsch straps as well. I think a couple of them would look really good on this. So looking forward to changing it out. But yeah, I think this is more of a water resistant leather. So yeah, a lot of people say leather straps and dive watches don't go together. I think this is fine. Almost reminds me of like a vintage diving gear, which used to be leather, right? Or so I'm told. Got all that?
Don't remember it.
Yeah. Sam asking, was the 925 new? It is new. I just got it today, so it was the New Year's Eve watch. Yeah, for some reason I wanted to sneak something in under 2022. I know that's kind of hypocritical because I just said I don't really care about New Year's, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird like that. Price, it's kind of hard because I traded in my SBGW 287, so that one's not. I mean, it was new. That one's not selling too well, I don't think. So, and they've got a bunch of stock of the SBGW 287. So, yeah, I was okay to just trade my 287, which is retail priced at 63, and this one's retail price is 51. So it sounds like a loss, but I got a really good deal on the 287 when I got it in, so it kind of comes out in the wash, I think. And Scott's asking if I'm worried about tarnish and trade-in. I'm not worried about tarnish. Trade-in, we'll see. Yeah, I might lose a bit on trade-in. I do like I know this is not a long-term watch. I think like if they had the Pelagos 39 when I went in today, that would have been the watch. They didn't. This was the one that was there. I almost picked up the Black Bay 36 steel and gold. So there was a question, Jenna, what was the ugliest watch in your opinion that I've owned? That's a good one. Let me share my screen. Can go through my Instagram account is kind of like a log of watches that I've owned. So I think I know which one this would be. So I'm gonna go back to when I did own it.
See if you guess it.
Okay, let's see if I guessed it. It's been a while. Okay, come on.
Where are you going back, Daddy?
I'm going back in time, kiddo.
Trying to find something.
Yeah. That's our other child here. Paddington the dog is asking for attention. Okay, so I'm gonna guess this one.
Yeah.
But there's another one similar to that.
Is it the white? They have a white dial.
Well, they do have a champagne dial version of this.
Okay.
This is not. People aren't fond of that in general.
Mm-hmm.
So, wait, I should just okay. I don't know why it has to be on my channel. 36. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, it's this is Brandon's channel. Do you remember me owning this one?
Yeah, I don't remember it. Is it black though?
It's a black dial.
I don't remember the black dial, but yeah, I did not like that one though.
Yeah. So on the
would've
strap it
chosen
looks
that
good.
one. Yeah.
But yeah. So
Really
I almost
funny.
rebought this one.
Oh.
I basically I did the deal, and I saw the steel and gold, not the steel and gold, but the 925. I saw the 925 in the window on my way back in after when I got my watch that I traded in. So I probably would have come back with this watch here.
Talking to.
Okay, thank you. Should turn on my picture.
But yeah, when I saw the 925, I said, "Hey, I didn't know you guys had the 925 in stock. I just saw it outside on the window there. Can we get this watch instead?" And they said, "Yeah, sure." So that's what happened. Let's see. Hey, thank you, Walter. Says congratulations. Thank you, Sam. This is a really nice choice. Dennis saying, any suggestions for a good watch box? I've looked at N, but they're still a little pricey. No, unfortunately, I'm not the guy to ask about watch boxes. I don't like putting money into like the stuff around the watches, I guess. Yeah, so I just have a cheap Amazon watch box that my mom gifted to me, so I didn't put any money into that. So yeah, I've heard good things about. Oh, I'm thinking of watch rolls, like Bosphorus watch rolls. That's not a watch box. So yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea about watch boxes. Sorry. Slanovich says, "Did you get the missus into watches? What's her daily wear?" I tried. So back when I was getting into watches and I was only into Seikos, I was generally buying limited edition Seikos, and we got a his and hers Seiko for our 4th year anniversary. That was the SRP. Is it SRP? Anyway, it was the Fuyugeshiki. So that was the snow scene. So it was like a snowflake, but a Seiko version, like a way cheaper than the Grand Seiko Snowflake. Yeah. And I promptly traded the his version in. And I said, because when I got the Snowflake, I was like, it's still his and hers. I now have the Grand Seiko Snowflake, and you have this, beautiful ladies Fuyugeshiki. Turns out I own that one now too, because she doesn't wear it. She just wears her Casio, which is, it's got all these functions, and set her alarms, and the kids get their timer set on it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And with analog watches, it's really hard to tell the time. You got to count the numbers. So I that's her opinion. I can tell the time. Okay. Yeah. So
you only need one watch.
and she likes the Cartier tank. So she's always had like a Walmart knockoff version of the Cartier tank. And so we tried like a nicer version. Like, so we got this Timex Cartier tank knockoff. Not really a knockoff. It's its own thing, but it's a square rectangular watch, made by Timex. So we got that. She doesn't wear that either.
I always wish I had my Casio on if I wear another watch.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
This is a special occasion watch. The Timex tank.
Mm-hmm.
Scott saying the Seiko tank is nice. I did consider getting the Seiko tank, but they didn't have it in stock. It was like a last minute decision for me to get it for her. And they had the Timex tank there, so I got that one. But yeah, Seiko tank is really nice. So yeah, no real movement here on the watch enthusiasm segment. So I can't really talk to her about spring bars or materials, watch materials, leather strap materials, and yeah, unfortunately. Not unfortunate actually, because she'll still listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, oh, Jenna, don't you remember when I told you about that watch? And remember I was telling you about that strap that was getting chewed up on the Longines Spirit and it sucked? Well, I found a way to curve a spring bar. And now that curved spring bar, it fixed the issue. And Torin told me all about it. That was a real conversation.
Yes, it was.
That was
the other day.
That was yesterday or the day before. So,
Mhm.
and it was the same responses as well. Smile and nod. Yeah. Brian mentioning here, pretty good watch box from Solmal Watch and Clock. They sell tools. There you go. Yeah, I don't know if I have any more questions. Let me check here, guys. If you have any questions, feel free. We've got 15 minutes left. So, oh, okay. I forgot this one. Colin's question again. What is the favorite watch? My favorite watch that I've sold.
Oh boy, I have no idea.
Yeah, didn't think so. So
Cannot tell you.
go through Instagram again. So let's see.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Man, I'm just looking at these and like this is way back in
Wait, no, it's-
going back in time.
Give those to the people.
I'm not joking.
My daughter wants to show you all a picture that she colored. So here, for you, Naomi.
You drew this for them?
This is for you all.
You can't give it to them.
Yeah,
We'll just show them.
won't
They
go
can't
through the
take it.
screen.
Yeah.
Have a look on the back.
Oh, on the back
Oh,
too.
there's one in the back.
Very nice.
Good job, kiddo. So yeah, look at all. Oh, I missed this one. I missed this one a lot.
Oh, I like that one.
That was your favorite
That-
watch.
yeah,
That was
that was nice.
there you go. So
Yeah,
ship
you always
now.
get my favorite ones.
Yeah, I do. That was a good one. That watch there. You see
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Yeah? You like that one, right? Like a few minutes ago you said that was ugly.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We can roll back the tape here. This is the watch that I almost bought. Remember I just said I almost bought this
Oh
guy?
yeah. Okay.
This is Wolfie owns this one. I don't quite miss that one really. I really miss this one.
That was nice. Yeah.
This
I like
is
that
my
one.
36 mil Omega Seamaster Professional. I do miss that one.
Hmm.
Oh, there we go. See?
Yeah. No.
That's the one. Oh, you missed this one. So I missed the Nomos Tetra. This
Oh yeah.
this is
I
a
remember that.
great watch.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna end up rebuying all these.
So you get one and you're happy, and you don't.
Yeah. See, collecting experiences, as Mr. Bruce Williams would put it, is a really bad idea because you remember those experiences
Mhm.
and you want to go back to those experiences. And that is the definition of insanity. Because Mr. Jeff McMahon, you know Jeff McMahon, right?
Do I?
The crazy, well, not crazy, I shouldn't say crazy, that's disrespectful. The watch guy who is really into his philosophy.
Mm,
And he talks, he's like this big guy and he walks
Yes.
into the camera and says,
I didn't know his name, but yeah.
starts talking to himself. Well, McMahon,
Hmm.
I've got thoughts about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My watch addiction, it's like the seventh circle.
Oh yeah. I remember him.
Very dramatic.
Hmm.
Oh, Walter says he misses the Necton. The Necton was really nice. I miss the Necton too. But, collateral, like it's a casualty that was worthwhile because it's all part of the movement. No pun intended. Hey, Pale Horse, good to see you. And Slanovich says, give her a Mustic Cartier. Yeah. I was actually thinking Solar Beat when they become more readily available. Cartier Solar Beat would be really nice. Do you want to see a Cartier Solar Beat, Jenna?
Sure. I won't wear it.
Oh, you have to. That's
I
true.
have
Like,
my watch.
how can you go back after Seiko? I mean, Casio, right? Just look right in Instagram. Dib, a friend of mine, he mentioned that you just search for the hashtag on Instagram. It's way easier.
Oh yeah.
It really is way easier than Googling it. That's a good picture.
Mm.
Huh?
Oh, it is nice. I like it. But
And it's got Roman numerals now, not just dots.
yes, but this one's just so much better.
Really, look at the cabochon. Yeah.
I don't like that.
You don't like the crown?
No. Yeah. I didn't even notice that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. It's so beautiful. I get that for you and then wear it myself.
Mm-hmm.
This is because her wrist is slightly bigger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of embarrassing, but yeah, ever so slightly. We can wear the same watches. Like when it's sized to my wrist, she can just put the watch on. When it's sized to her wrist, it's ever so slightly. It's loose on my wrist, not ever so slightly. Just, it's kind of loose. So yeah. Pale Horse, hope you have a great new year. I don't think I said that to you last time. But, best watch box, Pelican case style, holds 15 watches, $100 from AliExpress. Review coming. There you go. Guys, check out Canadian Watch Monkeys channel. Velocity, thoughts on SLA 023 Marine Master 300? It's a really nice watch. I mean, if you have the wrist, it doesn't even wear that big. It's 44 millimeter case. It doesn't wear too big. It's thick. It's got a monoblock case and all that, so it's really thick. But if you're okay with the weight and the size of it, I think it's a great watch. It's also great value if you look at prices now to prices when the SLA 023 came out. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's really good. So, if you have a wrist bigger than mine, 16, 17, if you have a 17 centimeter wrist, I think it's a good watch to buy. Let's see. Any thoughts? Any regrets on trading away the Zenith? Which Zenith? Traded three Zeniths. I'm guessing you mean like the Panda Dial El Primero with the tonneau case. I don't quite regret it. I don't really regret it. No, I miss it, but I don't regret it. I think I think Zenith is a little. It's really nice, but I don't think I deserve Zenith. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't feel like I can appreciate it as much. I don't know what that makes Grand Seiko. I kind of put down Grand Seiko by saying that. No, I don't know. I do miss the Panda Zenith. MD Chaz says Sanjay needs a two-tone Tudor Royale in his life. Yeah, that was Jenna's favorite.
No.
Right? I was trying to get her again. It didn't work. Scott saying nostalgic can sell better than any salesman. Yeah. Watch collectors. Jeff McMahon is crazy in a good way. Yeah. I don't think he'd agree. I think he's tormented. Dolce Vita. I've been close to buying the quartz one. I find the automatic one's a little too thick, just because the case sides are just straight down. But yeah, I know you got one, Canadian Watch Monkey, and it's really good on your wrist. But I can't pull it off. But I do really want the the quartz one. That might be a good one for her. Have you? It's the same. It's the same watch. That's the Cartier that we saw
okay,
earlier. I'll just look it up here. Dolce Vita. She said Longines. So one of the things that gave me pause is it makes me have 3 Longines in the collection. I don't know if I want to do 3 Longines. But so just minus the diamonds there.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice.
Yeah, it's like the Cartier tank, just
Mm-hmm.
about half the price, maybe a quarter, depending on which watch you go for. What?
Just go to Walmart and get.
Yeah, just go to Walmart and get a $10 watch. Right? Yeah.
Because this is a
There you go.
book.
Yeah, that's okay.
We answered Walter's question there. Hey, what watches? Happy New Year to you as well. Brian asking about a Citizen Stiletto. B2 is rectangular, super thin, way less expensive than all the above. I have not heard of that. But she already has a Timex rectangular watch, so Citizen's better than Timex, actually. Yeah, it's just disrespectful of me to say. Timex is. Let's look it up. Citizen Stiletto. Citizen. Go. 395 posts. Ooh, that's okay. There we go. Yeah, it's nice.
Mhm.
It's got a weird gold border. Is that actually gold or is that the sun?
Looks gold.
Yeah. There's no gold there. Oh, there is
Looks
gold.
like a-
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. I think, yeah. I'm kind of torn about this because I'm really not too fond of copy watches. And the Dolce Vita looks a lot like a Cartier tank. And so does this one. Especially Dolce Vita. This one looks like 1-to-1, and especially with the guilloche dial. It's almost a 1-to-1 knockoff of a Cartier tank. Not this specific one, but and that's really eating away at me, which is probably another reason why I don't go with the Dolce Vita. But it's different with like the sector dial version. I think this differentiates itself a lot from Cartier tanks, at least what I know of Cartier tanks. But yeah, I don't know what you guys think of that. There's only so many ways you can do a rectangular watch, but then using that logic, there's only so many ways you can do a dive watch, so many ways you can do a circular watch. So not good logic, but yeah, that whole Longines Dolce Vita thing eats away at me a little, which is probably why I haven't got one yet. Scott also saying maybe sell your watch and go for a Crador. Maybe. Yeah, I don't. There are a lot of Cradors that are quite affordable, so I don't think I'd have to sell all of them. Okay, Scott was saying sell your watch and go for a Crador. Okay. Yeah, one of them. Yeah, I might do that eventually. What watch is asking if the baby has a mini watch yet? Not yet. Hey, Miguel here. Good to see you, sir. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Velocity asking best colorway for the Omega SMP 300. The new green. New green dial is the best. I really like it. Wait, I should say I haven't seen it in person, but it's what I'm told, it's a dark green, and it looks black in most lights, but in sunlight it shows like this foresty self. So based on that description, I'd say the new green is the nicest. Imaginary. I'm imagining myself liking that the most. Okay, that's not a real answer, is it? Okay, out of the ones that I have seen, the Panda Dial is the nicest. So white dial, black bezel. But of all things, okay, I'll stop. Out of all of them, green one is the best. Okay, there we go. Navy Blue Monster saying McMahon hasn't made a video in a while. Maybe he finally found watch happiness. Maybe. Okay. Brian Shoduntel said he did a Teddy Baldessar great video on the Dolce Vita sector dial. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Okay, so McMahon is in Seiko Nirvana right now. Well, he did get the SLA 055 and he was really happy. So yeah, maybe he is. Maybe he is in heaven. Watch heaven. Cartier Santos Dumont is nice too. Okay, for him and her watch. Yeah? Santos would be a nice him and her watch. See, I'd go Santos medium. She could go Santos small. Not the Dumont, but yeah. Those are pricier though. That's crazy how much of a price gap there is over the Tank versus the Santos. I mean, it's understandable, but anyway, guys, it's 10 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, I think it's a good time to close. Right?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jenna, for joining me.
You're
She was
welcome.
really nervous. I said, no, it's just like hanging out with people. You know, it's really nice. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us. It was an honor and a pleasure. You all are infinitely valuable, as you know. And yeah, Happy New Year to everyone. Happy 2023. And I'll see you next week. See you next year. Aha. That's the oldest joke. Anyway, take care, everyone. Stay safe and see you next year.